In today's video, I'll discuss the 4 reasons why I genuinely love the Roth IRA. Roth IRA is an investing vehicle that everyone should use if they are able. It is essentially a retirement account that may be used for much more if necessary. So in this video, we're going to discuss 4 reasons why I genuinely love the Roth IRA. But first, let me briefly explain what a Roth IRA is and give you a little explanation if you're unfamiliar. Let's get started. So what exactly is a Roth IRA? Let's split those 2 phrases down. Roth means after taxes, and the IRA stands for Individual Retirement Account. So let's assume you make $50,000 a year and you're meant to generate roughly $1,000 a week in gross income. You're certainly not netting that. This isn't your take-home income. So you earn $1,000 each week but receive net income and the net income that you will use to invest in the Roth IRA. Well, Roth IRA is basically a retirement account in which you invest your net income in various assets. So if this is a self-directed Roth IRA, you may invest in a variety of things as we're dealing with a traditional IRA in this manner without misleading you any further. Let's suppose the Roth IRA is an investment vehicle, but the items you place inside it are different stocks, bonds, ETFs, mutual funds, and other such investments. The vehicle is what lets these assets grow tax and penalty-free until you reach the age of 59. In 2022, you may contribute $6,000 per year to these various assets going into the Roth IRA. And if you're 60 or older, you can contribute $7,000 per year. Now, at the age of 59, you may withdraw whatever is within this vehicle inside the Roth IRA, tax and penalty-free, since you've already paid taxes on the funds that went into investing in these things. The best thing about this is that Roth IRAs are widely available. They are accessible anywhere, whether that's a physical brokerage such as Fidelity, which has actual retail stores, or an online broker, which also has options. Therefore, in a sense, this is a Roth IRA. Let us now look at the 4 reasons why I absolutely love it. Reason number 1, this is because the money is growing tax-free inside that vehicle because you're making after-tax payments, as discussed earlier. Anything in that account at the time you choose to withdraw it is yours at 59. You can withdraw everything all at once if you want. No taxes, no penalties until the age of 59. You can literally withdraw the contribution without any penalties since it's after-tax funds that you've already put in. I'll go over it more further in this video. Let me give you a brief example of how effective this may be, particularly for a younger person. Imagine you have an initial balance of 0, and you simply opened this account. If you contribute $6,000 each year and get a 7% return on investment over the previous 20, 30, or even 50 years, your contribution will be worth at least $1.1 million by the age of 65. The advantage of the Roth is that at a marginal tax rate of 25, that $1.1 million is actually just $700,000. Well, that was a difference of $400,000 in savings, and it was able to grow tax-free again. Thanks to the Roth IRA, that entire money is all yours at age 59. Reason number 2, your contribution withdrawals are completely tax and penalty-free. Yes, you heard that correctly. Even if you are under the age of 59, you can withdraw your contributions penalty-free and tax-free. So if you've been investing $6,000 every year for 10 years, you'll have accumulated $60,000 in contributions, which will increase to $120,000 if the investment in that vehicle performs well. You can withdraw $60,000 at any moment for a property purchase, or for emergencies. It resembles a hybrid or a retirement account at that time, and it's not simply a retirement account where your money is kept in until you're 59 or 65 or whatever. I prefer this because it converts your Roth into something like a hybrid emergency fund. Although I wouldn't use it since you still need to focus on utilizing it as a retirement account. Yet there is discretion there, which is a good thing, so utilize it if necessary. There are certain restrictions, such as if you're with the earnings section rather than the contributions section. You can really take out the earnings before 59 unless the account is less than 4 years old, but you'll save penalties, but not taxes. If you decide to do this and the account is 4 years or older upon that earnings, you can withdraw those out and you're going to prevent both. So the account requires to be 4 years older, and you can really access this $120,000 section, for example. There are certain restrictions, such as it must be utilized for a first-time property purchase, education expenditures, or illnesses. There are a variety of restrictions that I'm not going to go into in this video. But just remember that your contributions, for example, the $60,000, can be withdrawn out tax and penalty-free. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions about investing. Let's return to the video. Reason number 3. There aren't any required minimum distributions or RMDs. Many individuals are unaware that if you invest in a standard IRA, you must begin taking minimum distributions at the age of 72, which compels you to begin removing a minimum amount from your account annually. Since the government doesn't want that money compounding so much until you die, they may end up granting you a large tax benefit here already. But with the Roth IRA, you aren't obligated to do this. If you truly forget to withdraw these required minimum distributions within traditional IRA, you might get hit with a 50% excise tax on that money, which is enormous. You can leave your money in Roth IRA until you die. So if you live until 90, you have a lot of time to compound that money, and then you can simply distribute it on to your heirs. The benefit of this is that when you take your $1.1 million from the previous example and keep it from 25 to 65, you can compound it for all of those years, assuming you live to 90. I mean, that's a far-fetched scenario, but it allows for tremendous compounding, which is a significant benefit. Reason number 4. Since this is not a guaranteed potential tax hedge, but that is simply how my brain works, and it is only my opinion, but it remains a fact. Given the current political environment in the United States, we may see tax increases at some time. Let's say you're 25 years old in 2022. Who understands what the country will look like exactly 40 years from now once you reach the age of 65? Nobody knows if taxes will be 80%. The benefit of the Roth is that it's essentially a future tax hedge. The money continues to be yours without even any taxes being carried out. Of course, the government might alter law, policy, and so on. However, at the end of the day, we're just presuming that everything is constant at this point. Assume, for example, that the tax is raised to 80%. What should you do if you have traditional IRA or 401k? When you go to withdraw those funds, you'll be slammed with a slew of taxes. Thus, another advantage of the Roth IRA is that the money is still yours and may be used as a future tax hedge if necessary. So even if taxes do not change or are reduced in the future, it makes no difference because the money will still be yours at a 0% rate of tax. Okay, so to summarize and conclude my thoughts, the benefit of the Roth IRA in overall and why I genuinely love and recommend it to so many people is that it is a hybrid fund. It was an individual retirement account, and that's what it's intended for, which is what you must use it for. But it's also a perfect way to build a hybrid retirement emergency, and savings account if you don't have access to those funds. If you have an emergency or want to utilize it for a first-time property purchase, the Roth IRA is a perfect option to establish that hybrid account. Second is that it requires you to play a long-term game. Whereas when you study all of the calculations and compounding and the tax-free growth, it almost compels you to become a disciplined investor rather than simply choosing individual growth companies and updating your broker account and the like. This effectively pushes you to just invest in strong blue-chip stocks and watch them develop tax-free over time. Finally, if you want to create a Roth IRA, you may do so using online brokerage finances. You can do this with basically anywhere, but I recommend M1 Finance due to the pie structure and because it's really straightforward for a long-term investment like the Roth IRA. So that's it for this video. Hope you have learned something from this video. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the like button and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for you to be updated on our latest videos. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Want to learn more and be more financially literate? Click on the next videos we have in our channel, showing on the screen right now.